Hello everybody, with Minecraft 1.19 out, there are a few updates and changes to the game that I think that a lot of people have missed. So I want to cover a list of things that people should know about that's in this update that I don't see a lot of people talking about. And starting off, we're going to talk about Skulk Shriekers. Most people know that if you activate a Skulk Shrieker 3 times, then you have the chance of the Warden spawning. But did you know that there is a simple and easy way to know how many times you have previously set off a Shrieker? Let me teach you how. The first thing that you need to do is turn on your subtitles, and you can do that in two different ways. Here in the options menu of the pause screen, you can go into accessibility settings and show subtitles right there, or you can go into music and sound and then show subtitles over here. Sadly, this is a feature only for Minecraft Java Edition. Bedrock doesn't have subtitles quite yet. So you can see that there's a whole bunch of subtitles down here in the bottom corner of my thing. But you can see Warden Approaches was something that popped up along with all the other stuff. So, footsteps and, clicking of the Skulk Shrieker and all that stuff and the Skulk sensors, that'll all show up. But what you're looking for is that phrase Warden does something. So Warden Approaches it's the furthest away. That is, you got like plenty of time, no big deal. So if we set it off again, you'll see the footsteps, the clicker, the shrieker, it stops clicking, Warden advances. And if you're very sharp with your hearing, there is a different audio track that plays whenever that goes on. So you don't even need the subtitles, but it's much easier with the subtitles. I'm going to set it off one more time. It's going to stop, and then we're going to get one more Warden. The Warden draws close, and that means there's no more chances. That's your last chance. If this Shrieker goes off one more time, then the Warden emerges. Bum, bum, bum. So that is how you can tell how many chances you have until the Warden comes your way. The next thing that people don't know has been updated in Minecraft 1.19 is a behavior with sneaking. So inside of the Deep Dark, obviously you want to sneak around an awful lot, because anytime you make footsteps, then that could set off a Skulk sensor, and then that could also set off a Skulk Shrieker after that. So you're encouraged to sneak all the time. But there is a problem, because sometimes you'll find yourself in a situation where you need to get off of a block onto the floor below, but because you're sneaking, well, you can't move off of that block. So the workaround is for you to jump, use your just jump key while you stay sneaking, and you'll be able to get off of the block down to the block below without ever stopping sneaking. You could also, just like quickly hit it, but that is the chance of setting off a sensor. Well, there's a problem with that, because in Minecraft, traditionally, if you had a block above you, you weren't able to jump, right? Because that block is in the way, especially like jumping from an area where you have, a block above you and you got this one little thing. You can get it really, I've seen parkour courses use this, is you got a block above you, you got to make a jump. So you got to time it just perfectly where you're off of the block. There's no block above you. Anyway, that also worked with sneaking in 1.18, as you were not able to jump off of the block with a block above you. But in 1.19, all of that has changed, and you can now easily jump off of a block if there is a block above your head. And all of that is because of how much sneaking is happening in the Deep Dark. The next thing nobody's talking about is this. It's kind of weird. There's a structure inside of the ancient cities, and inside of the structure it's full of wool, but weirdly, in the middle of all this wool is a campfire. There's a secret campfire in all of this wool. Why? Why is there a secret campfire in all this wool? I don't know. Moving on, inside of the ancient cities, and I guess really inside of the Deep Dark biome in general, are the Skulk Shriekers. We know that. That's not what I'm here to talk about. But you can actually pick up these Skulk Shriekers with a Silk Touch item If you don't have Silk Touch, it'll just drop experience. But this Skulk Shrieker now will never spawn the Warden. So it'll shriek, it'll go off, but that is not going to call the Warden, which is kind of neat. But that's not actually what my secret thing about 1.19 is. The secret thing that I want to talk about is that when you place down one of these Skulk Shriekers, it actually has a completely different texture to a naturally spawning Shrieker that hasn't been picked up with any Silk Touch item. So you can see the souls inside move super slowly, and they're less saturated, kind of giving you the impression that maybe this is like sickly. It's not quite working quite right. But that really means that this was placed down by a player or picked up previously, and that this one spawned in naturally and can still summon a Warden. You can change its state with the debug stick, so you can see the can summon tag can be changed from true to false, which is kind of cool. Oh, I didn't even notice. They swim in the opposite directions, don't they? Oh, look at that. I didn't even notice that either. Did you know that there are 4 new Minecraft paintings? If you did, leave a comment down below. Let me know. You already knew this one. Well, it is the elements: earth, wind, fire, water. And here's how you get them. You use the summon command, and you can summon in a painting. If you're looking at a block, it'll auto-fill those blocks. And then you need some squigglies, and you need to say variant, then a colon, then quotes, and inside of that, you're going to type out which type you want. Water. There you go, water. Bam. It's not facing the right direction. LOL. You can use the facing command to get, I think I need facing 3 here. I typed that wrong too. There we go. Facing 3. Oh my gosh. It looks perfect. Oh my gosh. And let's add the last one, fire. And there we go. So those are the 4 new paintings. I wish that there was an easier command that I could just like give myself the painting. In fact, let me test something here. Can I get rid of this? Go away. No, it doesn't look like I can. So inside of Minecraft, you can grab stuff that has NBT data. So like this chest, if I put it on the ground and then I put this painting in the middle of it, I can hold down Control on Java Edition. And you'll see when I hover, it says that it has NBT data inside. And that's because it'll keep that. But that doesn't seem to be working on the paintings. It doesn't keep any NBT data. So there is no way that I know of, at least, to be able to give yourself this specific painting so it uses it every single time. You have to use the summon command like I did. But there you go. Those are the 4 brand new paintings in Minecraft 1.19. These have actually been in Bedrock for a while now, but now they're over here on Java Edition. And last but not least, this is the final thing that I find that people aren't talking about in Minecraft 1.19. I need a little censor here because I actually want to get a Warden to come here because there's a way to keep the Warden around. That's right, you're not supposed to fight a Warden. What if you made the Warden your friend instead? Well, there are 2 ways to make sure that the Warden doesn't go away. After 60 seconds in the normal game, the Warden will crawl back into the ground, but you can stop that in 2 ways. First is to name the Warden. So now this Warden will not despawn, just like other hostile creatures in Minecraft, that if you name them, then they stick around, which is kind of cool. And the other way to make sure that the Warden doesn't despawn, instead of using a name tag, you can actually use water. And yeah, this seems a little bit weird, but here's how it works. If the Warden is standing, sorry, little guy, inside of water, so if you're able to trap him inside of water, then he will not crawl into the ground whenever he tries to go back underground. He just won't do it. So you'll have to create, oh my gosh, this guy is really difficult to get to stay in one spot. You'll have to create a pin for him, but just like other mobs, he won't be able to crawl up too high blocks. So if you're able to get him in that pin, and maybe we can use some, I wonder if we can use some vibrations to do that. Hey, buddy, walk over there. Yeah, that's right. There we go. We trapped him. Fantastic. Now, he's already named, so this won't really help us in this situation. But if he's standing in water, he will not crawl back into the ground. So if you don't have a name tag around and still want to keep your warden as a friend, you can do that by putting down water so that they won't despawn. I'm just going to test it with this guy. He is not named. This one over here is named. And we'll start a 60-second timer. See if he sticks around. Well, I stand corrected. If warden's just chilling out in water, it'll just straight up despawn. It will not climb back into the ground. It'll just pop out of existence. Okay, so that is not a way. I created my own myth, and now I am I'm crushing that myth at the same time. So that actually will not stop a warden from despawning. It'll just straight up despawn. So the only way is to name it like I have here with Buddy. And there you go. A few things about 1.19 that you probably didn't know. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Make sure you subscribe for future videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!